we see this person dragging someone along in a kayak and then just leaving them and abandoning them. And the way that they use this kayak, almost like it's meant to be in the water, was really fascinating. And seeing them trying to like use the oar to or the paddle to get themselves out, and we see them struggling in all of these different ways, and like how are they going to get out? Um, and then when they finally give up on struggling and when the water is rising, and I love the audio that came with that, and the water rising above the screen and like eventually consuming them. I feel like it gave like a really unique perspective on this. And I think that there's so many things that you could take away from this. I think that it speaks to climate change, but also it speaks to like mental health and mental well-being, and trying to struggle to like, you're abandoned and then you're struggling to kind of keep your head above water. And I just, because it's so creative and conceptual, I think there's like so many different ways to interpret it.
Shoot everything from the top. That was a great high angle, which I really enjoyed. I mean, it's an excellent directing choice. And then the performance here in the ice, between the ice and the snow, just creating shapes in the snow as well, while the music keeps going. I think it was very well done and executed. The idea behind everything is brilliant, and the music works very well with the choreography. So in the end, the use of colors, the contrast that we have between the snow and the costume, I think it was quite vivid, and it also is an aesthetic choice that really is pleasant. It's nice to watch.
Really, really cool sound effects with the ocean and the kayak sounds. I thought that that was very, very cool. I loved what the dancer did with the oar for the kayak and how the kayak was used. The location was absolutely beautiful. The shots that they did, the overhead ones, I thought was really creative and really, really brilliant. And the dancers' movements were beautiful.
The imagery with the sound contradict each other, but it really works because you can feel this woman's emotional state, that she's doing a paddle boat on snow, and with the splashing of the water instead of the crunch of a snow, it makes it very impressionistic. It's something where you can tell what she's going through it, and at the end where she feels like she's drowning with the water coming up over her with that visual effect. This was really well done because you could feel the emotion through it, which is what you really want, because otherwise it would look weird having that type of a boat in the middle of snow. But the sound effects with the splashing of water really helps put this into perspective about what's going on.
We get to see them dance and explore this journey as if, they are, they have migrated into these colder lands, but on the inside, they are ultimately with the water, as we get to see them dance and move with this imaginary flow of water, so to speak, as we're listening to these waves of water come and crash in. So we get this sensory of this building of the world that is completely imaginary for us, as ultimately we are in this void of white and snow and frozen. And the costuming like even reflects this, like as the dancer was wearing like a life preserver and wearing all orange. Orange can be a warning color, so to speak.
Just immediately compelling for me, just again, out of the novelty of it. But it's also executed really well. It was an interesting effect there near the end with the water filling the screen, which I immediately took to be some kind of commentary on climate change. At least that's what I thought. And if that was the case, really well done, really smart. And if not, it doesn't matter. This was still just a really a strong piece, even if that wasn't the intention.